that Gateway restaurant right here is the landmark to turn onto the road that takes you up to Spruce Knob. So now we are on the road that should take us right to the top of the mountain. As with most of the roads I found here in this area of West Virginia, they are very curvy mountain roads. Not going to make good time on these roads, but they are very scenic. So we passed a sign that said we were 12 miles from Spruce Knob, so we'll be there shortly. Okay, so we made it to the end of the public road, and now we are on a National Forest Service road. It is paved, which is kind of surprising, but it looks like it's a one-lane road, so if you meet anybody coming the other way, you're going to have to kind of get off the side of the road a little bit to pass. So just let you know, we got probably about another 8 miles or so to go to get up to the top. So we're getting a little bit higher up here in elevation, and ran into a little bit of rain now. So hopefully we're still going to be able to get some views when we get to the top, but running through some clouds and some rain showers here, so we'll have to wait and see when we get up there. Overlook off the side of the forestry road, and yep, looks like we're getting some pretty good views up here. There's a little rain cloud right above us, but it's lighter behind me and in front of me, so maybe this will pass over here. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Get Out and Explore with John. And today's video is another high point video. This is actually the second high point that I've done today. Earlier I was at Hoy Crest, which is the high point of Maryland, and now I'm standing on top of Spruce Pine, which is the high point of West Virginia. So that's a first for me, doing two state high points in the same day, but we made it here. It's about a 40-mile drive or so, but the weather is clouding up here, as you saw on the way in, and temperatures considerably colder than it was at the bottom of the mountain, but we only have about a third of a mile hike to get to the actual high point, so I wanted to bring you along with me and show you the high point of West Virginia. This is going to be my 11th state high point, and let's go take a look at the trail and get over to the high point now. All right, let's go. Well, they have some nice information boards about the plant species, history on the Spruce Knob Tower here. Says we are in bear country, so be careful. You can bring a dog, but keep it on the leash. Leave no trace. And then here is the trail map of the area at the top of Spruce Knob. So we're at the parking lot, and there's about a third to a half a mile loop trail around the summit here at Spruce Knob. So we're going to give that a try and go over to the tower and actually check out the high point here on Spruce Knob. Okay, so they have a nice little picnic shelter here just off of the parking lot. So if you want to bring a picnic lunch, you can. Looks like there's numerous trails around, and look what I just found. A little friend over here, a little furry friend. Bunny. Sorry to interrupt your dinner there, buddy. I'll let you be. Alright, and up here, the parking lot, good sized parking lot. They got vault toilets, trash receptacles, and there's a couple of other picnic pavilions down that way, and plenty of parking. The wind is blowing up here, and like I said, the cloud cover, it's probably about 15 degrees cooler than it was down at the bottom of the mountain. So we're going to head out on the trail and get over to the high point here at Spruce Knob. Alright, as soon as we get back in the trees here off of the parking lot, the wind is blocked, so it's much nicer. And there's another little furry friend. The place is full of rabbits. Hey, buddy. Doesn't seem to care that I'm standing here. He's having dinner. Oh, there he goes. All right, let's keep on going. You can definitely smell the spruce trees up here. We're surrounded by them. And, yeah. Lots of moss covered rocks back in here, and the ground is covered in moss. Plenty of rocks all over the place. Trail's really nice. Gravel trail. I'd say this is probably ADA accessible trail here. Pretty flat. Looks like we got some boulder fields along the trail here. Let's go see what the sign says about the boulder fields. The sign says nothing about the boulder fields. Spruce Mountain lies mostly within the Spruce Knob Seneca Rocks National Recreation Area within the Monongahela National Forest. The summit of Spruce Knob has a definite alpine feel, much more so than most of the other mountains in southern Appalachia. The upper few hundred feet are covered in a dense spruce forest, a relic boreal forest environment similar to those found in northern New England and Canada, and is crowned with a stone lookout tower amid a mixture of boulder fields, meadows, and trees. Nice little bench to sit here and take in the views from the top. There's a little bit of a view right here, but we're pretty much in the middle of the pine forest or spruce forest, so we're not getting much in the way of views. Hopefully when we get up to the top of the observation tower, we can get some good views. Okay, well, here's another boulder field here. Oh, wow. There's all kinds of wildlife here. There's a little chipmunk out there on the rock. Saw some birds. 2 rabbits so far. Only been here about 5 minutes. All kinds of stuff up here. All right, this sign here is going to tell us about the boulder fields. Yep. All right, let's check this out. Spruce Mountain is thought to have formed during the collision of the African and North American tectonic plates 250 million years ago. This collision caused the edges of the plates to uplift and fold over themselves. Over time, finer material eroded away and left a stronger, more resilient material above, giving you the mountains of today. Just around the corner up here, I see the observation tower. We'll go up and see if we can get some views from the top of that. Since we're in the forest here, there's no views so far, but we'll see. I think we can probably get some good views from the top of the tower here. It's a pretty nice tower compared to the one that we saw at Mount Davis in Pennsylvania. This one's far more substantial. This is going to be much sturdier. It's not as tall, but we should still be able to get some views. We'll look around, see if we can find a benchmark while we're here. But this is the high point of West Virginia. Let's check out the tower here, and then we'll go up in a second. Okay. Nice field stone here. I'm sure they picked that up right off of the mountain itself. All right. Let's see if we can find a benchmark back here at all. Oh, here's another trail coming up from the other side. I'm looking for something on one of these rocks over here. Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything, so I don't know if they have a benchmark up here. All right, I guess we'll go up the tower and check out the views. Okay, so I'm standing at the top of Spruce Knob, 4,863 feet, top of West Virginia. Let's go on up and check out the views. In the 1960s, the original plan for improvements at the top of Spruce Knob included an observatory. The final plan was scaled back to a 2-level observation platform with an enclosed exhibit space on the first level. The tower was finished in 1969. "39 steps to the top of the tower." And unfortunately, we're still in the trees on this side, on 3 sides. Beautiful spruce forest, but no views. The only view you get is on this side right here. So we actually had some nicer views on the way up at some of the pull-offs. But yeah, this is going to be the top of West Virginia. I think they need to come back and raise the tower up about another 30 feet, and then you'll be able to get a 360-degree view. All right, so here's the view of the trail that we took to get in here. And right down there, stairs to climb up. And if we look right around here, the trail keeps going, so we're gonna go and follow the trail around the rest of the top of the mountain and see what else we can find. As is typical in the southern Appalachians, the highest point on a ridge is frequently referred to as a knob or a dome. Spruce Knob is the highest point along a ridge known as the Allegheny Front. It is also the highest point in the Chesapeake Bay watershed. Alright, so right here it looks like we're gonna get a pretty nice panoramic view, so let's go check it out. This is actually nicer than up on top of the tower there. Got a 180-degree view right here. Pretty dramatic with the cloud formations there. Looks like it's raining up there in the distance. Spruce Knob was named for the spruce trees which grow there. Red spruce is the most common tree species on the summit. At lower altitudes, it is populated by oak, hickory, birch, beech, and maple. Spruce Knob and the surrounding areas are inhabited by bald eagles and hawks, and even peregrine falcons have been spotted on the mountain. Mammals such as black bear, white-tailed deer, weasel, porcupine, skunk, and rabbits are also found here. did notice that one thing is the trees here are kind of stunted. I'd say probably the tallest trees in here are probably about maybe 30 feet, 35 feet tall. I guess it's just because of the environment and the climate up here. They just don't get any bigger than that. Here's another viewpoint over here, looking off in the other direction. Let's go check it out. Spruce Knob's climate can be classified as cold continental, where their summers are cool and often damp, with thunderstorms common in both the spring and summer. Winters are cold and snowy, with an average of around 180 inches of annual snowfall, leaving the summit access road often impassable between October and April, as blizzard conditions can develop in minutes. The mountains can also receive high winds year-round. All right, let's continue on around the loop trail here. Back to the parking lot. There's another bunny. Telling us about the spruce trees prevalent on Spruce Knob. Due to the colder climate and the high elevation, it's the dominant species of tree here is the red spruce. This used to be the dominant species in many East Coast forests. However, due to logging, wildfire, and pollution and invasive species, spruce forests have diminished. Many current efforts aim to restore spruce forests to their previous glory. It's just gorgeous back in here. Wow. This lichen all over the rocks and the forest floor. It just gives it a kind of a little enchanted feeling back in here. It's very quiet, very relaxing and enjoyable. This one tells you about the moss on the floor here. I'll let you stop the video and read it for yourself if you want. And check out the shape of some of these trees. They grow in all kinds of different directions. I guess up here in this environment, it's just they do whatever they have to survive. Pretty cool. Alright, here's another little observation platform here. I'm not sure which side of the mountain I'm on here, but let's take a look at the view here. Yeah, another nice view here. Like I said, there are actually better views along the trail and on the road coming up than we're actually at the top of the mountain on the tower, but pretty nice views here too. All right, let's keep on going. show you this tree over here. It's just wild. I just happened to look over and see the shape of this thing. Look how that tree kind of curves around and then heads on up. That's quite interesting. So take the trail here that takes you back over to the observation tower. We'll go over there and see if we can get a view of the tower from the other side. Maybe there's a better view over here, and then we'll head on back to the parking lot. There it is from this side. Boulders lining the side of the trail here. They are everywhere up here on top. A couple of little rock seats there if you want to take a break and just take in the sounds of nature here. Very nice. Another sign here. Let's see what this one says. Forest success story. Ah, the flying squirrel. Did see a couple of squirrels, but I don't think they were flying squirrels. Little trail to an overlook maybe, and I don't know if it keeps going or not. Yeah, it just kind of loops around, gives you another view down into the valley there. Looks like we're coming to the other end of the loop trail, and right on cue, it's starting to rain, so it's perfect timing. Let's head on back to the car. Here comes the rain. Alright, well, we made it just in time. And we can say we've made it to the top of West Virginia. Well, that's going to do it for the video today. We're at the top of West Virginia. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. The views are not super spectacular. The clouds are rolling in here and the wind's blowing. And the trees have grown up to where we only got a view from the one side here, but still a nice view from this area here up on top of the tower. So hopefully you like the information that I gave you on the video, learned something about the high point here of West Virginia, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, like I always say, you never know what you're going to see when you get out and explore with John.